You are all ready to go.
Hello.
Mr. Erick, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Just so excited, Mr. Erick, to have you here with all of the team, all of the company. Starting to get inside the room. So thank you for your presence. Thank you for everything you're doing, Mr. Erick.
Yes, I was on another Zoom in the UK, so I apologize. It went a little bit long.
No, please. We know that you're doing at least like 1,000 Zoom calls, right?
Yes. So Romer is going to be the interpreter?
Correct. He's going to be in the Spanish. He's already in the Spanish channel, so he's going to translate you at the same
Wonderful.
time.
Romer, can you turn your camera on so I can see when you're done with the translation and I'll be able to start the next thing?
Andrea, permíteme encender la cámara.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Mr.
All
Erick,
right.
thank you
Hello,
so much
Mr. Erick.
Opportunity. This is Romer Rubina, one of my leaders of the team, and he has a lot of experience of translation. So thank you so much, Erick. This is just a huge opportunity. I give you all the room for you because I know you have the time really slow, so really limitless.
I'm good now I have some time, so I'm not rushed. I want to be able to take all the time I need to for you and your organization.
Thank you so much, Mr. Erick. So the room is all yours. Thank you so much and welcome to Latin America, to Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, and almost all South America. And well, we're really happy to see what you are doing right now in Las Vegas. I saw the live of Marina, and it's just amazing what you're doing. Really, it's just incredible, crazy, incredible.
Yes, it's very exciting. And thank you for having me. And I'm looking forward to sharing some ideas with all of you.
It's all the room, Mr. Erick. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to spend some time with you. I've been in network marketing now for 32 years. And during that period of time, I've learned a lot of different things. One of the things I've learned is that luck and timing and positioning is not enough. I tried to get lucky in network marketing when I first got started. I was hoping network marketing would force me to become more successful. But the truth was, network marketing won't force you to become successful. You have to do some things. And the first breakthrough for me was making a decision to become a professional. Making the decision to go pro, deciding to become an expert. I made that decision sitting in an event about 3.5 years into my network marketing career. I said, you know what? I'm not going to try and get lucky anymore. I'm going to start working on getting better. I'm going to figure out the skills and I'm going to learn those skills. That decision ended up leading to this book. If you haven't read this book, I hope you read it or listen to it. We have it in Spanish. But the most amazing thing that happened to me once I started to learn the skills was my confidence went up. And when my confidence went up, I took more action. And when my action went up, I got better results. And that made me want to learn more skills. And for the first time in my life, I realized that I could go to the top and nothing could stop me. If I wanted to be the CEO of Coca-Cola, a lot of things could stop me. If I wanted to become a world champion football player, a lot of things could stop me. But if I learned these skills, these simple skills, nothing could stop me. And I was like, wow, for the first time, I realized that I could go to the top. See, prior to network marketing, I never had any success and I never had any money. I spent my whole early life struggling. And I had started to believe maybe success was not for me. Maybe I just needed to go to work for somebody else. But network marketing helped me change my mind. So once I started to develop these skills, the second thing I needed to focus on was my mindset, how to think like a successful person. Successful people think different than unsuccessful people. I learned to not care so much what other people thought. If other people were judging network marketing, I didn't care. If people were making fun of me for being involved in this profession, I didn't care. I learned to take responsibility for my life instead of blaming everybody else for my problems. I learned how to expand my imagination and to dream bigger dreams. So my mindset was first. My skills were first and my mindset was second. The third thing, if you want to accelerate your growth in network marketing, the third thing is strategy. Figure out what's working right now around the world. How do you use social media? How do you solve problems? How do you build a business in the middle of COVID? How do you lead a team? How do you get people to focus? How do you help your team develop their skills? I learned to pay attention to what successful people were doing and then to duplicate those things. So awareness of what other people were doing, finding mentors, finding coaches, finding people who thought bigger than I thought. That was what started to help me accelerate my growth, helped me learn how to have more duplication, more success. See, there's one thing I've learned, there's 4 phases in network marketing, 4 phases of a career. Phase 1, 0 to 100,000 a year. This phase is all about making a decision, learning some skills, and working your butt off. You join network marketing for freedom, but in phase 1, you have no freedom. You do everything. All the presentations, all the recruiting, all the getting people started, all the promotion. You do it all. You don't have freedom, you don't have duplication yet. You're building a foundation. Phase 2 is 100,000 to 300,000. This phase is all about duplication, systems, campaigns, and tools. Helping people go from dependent on you to independent from you. This is where you start to feel some duplication. You start to have some freedom. But really still, it's just a high-paying job. Phase 3 is from 300,000 to $1 million. And this phase is all about promotion. Learning how to promote an event. Learning how to promote your product. Learning how to promote your culture. Learning how to promote your compensation plan. Right? Learning how to promote. And then phase 4 is $1 million and above. And that's all about leadership duplication. Identifying, mentoring, and developing more leaders in your team. And then as high as you want to go, it depends on how many leaders you want to develop. I personally coach about 300 people making $1 million a year or more. I work with about 6 that are making over $1 million a month. My number 1 student is last month made $2.7 million in 1 month. I say that not to make you feel bad. I say that to let you know what's possible. Every one of you can think bigger. The only limitations you have are based upon your imagination. There's only 3 things that are required for success in network marketing. So find out if you have these 3 things. There's only 3. 1, you need to be willing. I cannot force you to be successful. Number 2, you need to be coachable. I cannot help somebody who doesn't listen. And number 3, you need to be hungry. I cannot coach you how to be hungry. You have to be hungry. Hungry for more, hungry for change, hungry for growth, hungry for contribution, hungry to do more for your family, hungry to do more for charity, something. You need to be hungry. So bad news is you need all 3 if you want to have success in network marketing. Because if you don't have all 3, you're going to be short term in this business. You're going to be a tourist in network marketing. You're just going to visit for a while, take some pictures, go on all the rides, meet some friends, but we know eventually you're going to go home. But here's the good news. If you are all 3 of these things, willing, coachable, and hungry, then nothing can stop you. You can go all the way to the top. Get better every day, improve every day, grow every day, get stronger every day, be better at solving problems every day, invest in yourself every day, inspire your team every day. Skills, mindset, strategy, leadership. That's what's required for success in network marketing. And the fact that you're on this call right now, 363 of you are on this call right now, tells me that you're at least hungry enough to take this step. You're willing enough to be part of this conversation. You're coachable enough to click on the link and listen into this conversation of this crazy English-speaking gringo from Las Vegas. Now, I want to tell you about something that your hosts and I are working on together. Yothi and Elizabeth both want all of you to experience a breakthrough. We want you to experience something. They want you to experience something spectacular. They want you to be able to change your life. And we have a way for you to help you develop your skills, your mindset, your strategy, your leadership faster than any other way. Now, to do it is going to require a sacrifice from you. You have to do something extraordinary. You have to do something that might be uncomfortable. You have to say yes and then figure out how you're going to make it happen. Everybody says they're willing. Everybody says they're coachable. Everybody says they're hungry until I tell them to do something that is uncomfortable. And then we find out. So I'm going to give you something that for some of you is going to be comfortable, no problem. Some of you, it's going to be uncomfortable, and we're going to find out. For the last 10 years, I've hosted an event in Las Vegas called GoPro every year in December. If you've attended GoPro, at some point, put a 1 into the comments if you've attended GoPro. Put a number 1 into the comments. A few of you? Wow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, quite a few of you. Fantastic. Well, this year, because of COVID, we can't host it physically. So we are doing something so spectacular. A lot of people attended before. That's so great. I love that. So all of those people, everybody that's attended before, take a moment while I'm talking about the event and post into the comments how good the experience was for you. Post it in Spanish. How good the experience was for you so the other people can read it and they can understand why we're talking about this, because they're going to be able to believe you and hear you better than they can believe or hear me. So the event was, it's impossible to host in person, but we're going to do something very, very special. I will show you what we are doing. We are building this to host this event. This is a $20 million studio in Las Vegas. You will be up on that screen, just like you're in the Coliseum. We'll be able to talk to you. You'll be able to talk to us. Every single person will have a front row seat. The most outrageous experience ever created for a virtual event. And we're going to deliver this event in Spanish. So every one of you will be able to listen to it in your native language. This event is December 11th, 12th, and 13th, 3 days. December 11, 12, and 13. 9 hours of training per day. The best training in the world for network marketing. It's going to be the largest and most powerful event in network marketing history. And you need to be a part of it. And we're going to deliver this event directly into your home. Right to you, inside of your community. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to travel to Las Vegas. You don't have to get a visa. You don't have to worry about translation issues coming to the United States. We'll deliver it directly to you. Now I want to make this, let me ask you this question into the comments. If you have someone on your team, someone in your group that is bilingual, in other words, they speak Spanish, but they also speak English, put a 2 into the comments if you have somebody on your team that's bilingual. Quite a few of you. Most of you should, right? Somebody. Well, I'm going to give you a gift if you register for this event today. A few things I want to tell you about this event. First of all, December 11, 12, 13. Secondly, Yothi and Andrea have reserved a private room inside of this event just for you, for your team. So you're all going to be together. You're all going to be experiencing this room, or excuse me, this event together. They have a special link where you can get your ticket and you'll be part of this team experience. Okay? Maybe they can put that into the comments, what your link is. I don't know what your link is, but maybe you could put it into the comments. Yeah, Yothi Vision Travel. virtualgopro.com/Yothi Vision Travel. That's the link for you. Make sure you check that link out, okay? Now, I'm going to do something that your leaders don't even know I'm going to do, but there's 375 people on this call right now. Their room that they've reserved for you only holds 300. So it's going to sell out quickly. So number one, I want to invite you to get a ticket. Remember I said there may be a sacrifice that you have to figure out? Successful people say yes, tell the world, and then figure it out. Here's the sacrifice. A ticket for this event that will change your life is $297. $297 US. Okay? And some of you are like, oh, okay, things just got real. I don't know if I can figure that out. I want you to figure it out. And if it's a stretch, that's okay. This will help you change your life. Now, I'm going to give you 2 things for people who register today. Share my screen again and show you. First is, I have 6 courses that are the best-selling courses that I've ever produced in the world. If you register and get a ticket to GoPro, I will give you all 6 of these courses. Now I have 3 of them in Spanish. The others are in English. That's why I asked you if you had somebody on your team that was bilingual, and maybe that bilingual person can help you with translation so your whole team could benefit. Social Media Mastery is in Spanish. How to Recruit 20 People in 30 Days is in Spanish. And I'm pretty sure Mastering Objections is in Spanish. Those 3 at least. Maybe even 7 Skills in 7 Days. I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember. But 3 of these 6 are in Spanish. The other 3 are in English. I want to give them to you as my gift. You'll have them in 20 minutes. If you register and get a ticket to GoPro and be part of this team's room inside of GoPro, I will give you $2,000 worth of courses for free today. Second, have you seen this book? Do you know about this book? Here's what I will do. For the first 100 people who get a ticket to this room, I will autograph a Spanish copy of this book. I'll sign 100 of them, and I will send those 100 to your host, to your leader. And if I can do that, and then you guys can send them to whoever qualified, okay? I'll sign, I'll autograph, and I will mail down 100 copies of the Spanish edition of this book and send it down to the first 100 people who get a ticket. As a reminder of the greatness that's in you, to be able to make a step, to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to go after it. So I want to see, I'm going to look right now. I want to see how many of you are ready to change your life. I want to see. So I'm going to look inside. If you click on the link and you register, virtualgopro.com/Yothi Vision Travel. This is the fastest way I know. You could go to university for 2 years and not learn what you're going to learn in these 3 days. You could go and try and figure it out on your own and not learn what you're going to learn in these 3 days. And like I say, I know it might be hard. I know you might not even have a credit card. I know you got to figure out a way to do this. Maybe you got to get creative and work with your family or friends or whatever to figure it out. But this is the fastest way I know for you to have a breakthrough. And you deserve a breakthrough. You saw all those people that flew to Las Vegas. All the people who put a 1 into the comments and flew to Las Vegas. You know how much they paid to go to a 3-day GoPro experience? At least $2,000. Minimum $2,000 to go by themselves. You can attend this event for less than $300. And I'll give you $2,000 worth of courses, and I'll give you a book. But you've got to make a sacrifice. You got to take a step. So I know some of you have to figure out how you're going to do this. You're not sure exactly, but you got to go figure it out. If you're going to get a ticket and be part of this event with us, put a 7 into the comments. Let me see. If you're going to get one, put a 7 into the comments. I love it. Yothi, Patricia, Yespelis, Desiree, Nathalie, Anna, Yemberlin, I'm going to butcher all these names, but I don't care. Raphael, Karen, Katerina, Rolando, Yusra and Ernesto, Hurley, Ismarid, Miladis, Adriana, Jereni, Nelly, Joan, Amarani, Marilyn, Adelaida, Omera, Giovanni, Stefania, William, David, Demanio, Jose, Whale, Nelson, Angel, Moises, Delaney, Alicia, Beatrice, and it's just going and going and going and going and going and going. I'm proud of you. Well done. Well done. This is a step, right? What successful people do in network marketing is they say yes, they tell the world, and they figure it out. Your job, every one of you needs to think bigger than you're currently thinking. Every one of you needs to move faster than you're moving right now. Every one of you needs to be stronger than you've ever been before. The world needs what you have. You've got the ability to make it all happen. So figure out what you need to do. Go to this link. As soon as you've figured it out, get yourself registered. I hope that you're one of the people that ends up with one of these 100 books because you're one of the people that did it first. That's what I hope you are, okay? I want you to know I'm proud of you. I believe the best in you. And if you're ready to take a step, I'm ready on my side to deliver the best I have so you and your team have a breakthrough. So Yothi and Andrea, I will let you guys, I'm going to stay and listen, but you guys can continue to have a conversation with the group. I'm just going to mute myself, turn the camera off, and you tell them and your other leaders tell them what they need to do in order to be able to have a life-changing experience. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Eric. Really so much for everything. And say hi to Daniela with all the help that she's giving us, and bless you and all your family for what you're doing to the contribution to the world.
You too.
Contribution.
You too. Good to see everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. Y como dijo, voy a ponerlo en español. Estoy en el canal de español. Pues gracias a todos por darse el espacio. Creo que fue una oportunidad tremenda, una bendición gigantesca que hemos tenido el día de hoy. Yo no sé si Algunos el corazón le está latiendo fuertemente. Para mí fue simplemente una bendición de Dios tener esta oportunidad. Como se lo decía al principio, quienes estuvieron más temprano, este evento a nosotros nos cambió la vida. A Lisbeth y a mí nos cambió la vida. Y literal, como dijo, o sea, el costo de los que han estado aquí presentes y hemos ido no baja de $2,000 a $2,500. Yo sé que para muchos ahorita $300 podría ser como $3,000 por situaciones financieras que todos conocemos que puede estar pasando en Venezuela o en Latinoamérica. Pero la realidad es que, como él dijo, o sea, si tú quieres algo grande en tu vida, vas a tener que hacer grandes esfuerzos y realmente el precio de lo que se está manejando no tiene comparación. O sea, yo no sabía lo de los talleres, sino hasta ayer en la tarde, y realmente esos talleres, el valor de cada uno de esos talleres es tremendo, o sea, es brutal. Yo no sé si alguno de los que están aquí presentes han tenido la oportunidad de ver esos talleres, pero la información que está ahí ya de por sí, nada más con eso vale la pena. A eso le agregas 24 horas de capacitación que va a haber en diciembre en vivo y las cosas que ahí van a ocurrir. Queremos hacer un año 2021 que transforme nuestras vidas para siempre. Hemos vivido la tormenta del 2020. Si tú estás aquí o tomaste la decisión de ingresar en este 2020 en el medio de la tormenta, o has sido uno de los líderes o las personas que ha aguantado la tormenta y hemos estado juntos llevando los golpes del 2020. Este ha sido el año más duro y más difícil para muchos de nosotros. Sabemos que es así, pero al mismo tiempo porque Dios nos ha venido fortaleciendo. O sea, la tormenta fue diseñada de esta manera para fortalecernos para lo que viene en la década del 2020, que para mí, sin duda alguna, va a ser la década más productiva de nuestras vidas y la de mayor contribución que vamos a poder tener. Y nosotros necesitamos inspiración, necesitamos esa luz que podamos estar recibiendo, no solo de nosotros mismos, sino de otros líderes a nivel mundial que hoy en día pues crean esa contribución mundial. Y ahí es el lugar. O sea, para mí ese es uno de los lugares clave, desde la comodidad de tu hogar, desde la comodidad del hogar de algún familiar tuyo. Es el espacio, es la oportunidad. Aprovechemos que las circunstancias del mundo nos ha llevado a que este evento se está haciendo en línea de esta forma por primera vez y todo esto se está dando pues porque así tiene que ser. De mi parte, agradecido con todos los líderes que tomaron la decisión de participar. Se hizo un gran esfuerzo para entender esta tecnología, para poder hacer esto. Salimos de nuestra zona de confort, nada más manejar esta sala de Zoom y hacerlo de los cambios de los idiomas. Es más simple y más sencillo de lo que todos ustedes se imaginan, pero una vez más quiero darle las gracias a Romer Urbina, nuestro traductor, que por ahí vi que lo hizo súper bien y ella estaba apasionado y diciendo las cosas. De verdad que Romer, mil gracias. Y a Andrea Capriles, porque ella fue la que se cayó a golpes con la gente de Zoom para que literalmente nos pudiera tener esta sala el día de hoy. Así que a Romer y a Andrea, gracias por su apoyo, y pues a todos los líderes que están aquí presentes, a mi línea de auspicio, Ángel Duque y Rigoberto, porque definitivamente todo lo que hemos aprendido, hemos vivido en el network marketing, yo se los debo a lo que ustedes han hecho, a lo que me han enseñado. Y yo conocí GoPro gracias a Ángel, cuando él trajo ese libro que dijo Erick Worre. Ya yo tengo mi libro firmado, yo no sabía eso, ahora sí voy a tener eso enmarcado en alguna parte porque eso, tremenda noticia. Espero poder distribuir esos 100 libros para todos ustedes en cualquier parte del mundo. Y de verdad que pues mil gracias a todos, Dios los bendiga.